All right, let's have a look at this question then. It says, on the 1st of March 2014, this company acquired a property for 15 million, which was used as an office building. So, 15 million acquired. So far, so good. Canto measured the property on the cost basis, so depreciation. The useful life of the building was estimated at 30 years with no residual value. So depreciation would be 15 divided by 30, which is 0.5 million per annum. Notice how I'm doing this. I'm going through it step by step using every line. Depreciation is charged on a straight line basis every useful economic life, yeah. At acquisition, the value of the land was thought to be material. Okay. During the year to our year end, 28th of February, the planning authorities approved the land to build industrial units and retail outlets. During 2017, we ceased using the property as office and converted the property to an industrial unit. They also built retail units on the land to the year 2017, and at 2017 they wished to transfer the property to investment property. Okay, so it's going to become investment property. So first of all, though, we need to depreciate it, don't we? So on the 28th of February 17, by then they'll have had 3 years worth of depreciation. So that would be, what, 13.5. And then they're saying they want to use it as an investment property. An investment property, remember, we go from fair value to fair value each year, the difference going to the income statement, or we use the cost model. And everything that I'm writing here, I'd write in the exam just in full sentences, okay? Because he's given me the figures to do the depreciation. He's given me the he's talked about investment properties. Now, what I would do is I'd probably go back and say, do you know what? I haven't really mentioned any of that as of yet, okay? And they're telling me that this investment property then comes in at 20 million investment property. Let's keep going. This valuation was based upon other similar properties owned by Canto. So it says, however, if the whole site was sold, including the retail outlets, it's estimated the value of the industrial units would be 25 due to synergies and complementary cash flow. So the question is, or should I make it 25? They said the directors wish to know whether the fair valuation of the investment property is in line with international financial reporting standards. Well, that 20 or 25 then is all to do with IFRS 13 then, isn't it? And so this is your chance to say, well, fair values according to IFRS 13, they are as follows. It's an exit price in a market. It's the highest and best use if it's a non-financial market asset. And when we say that, it's got to be physically possible, legally possible, financially possible. Write all those down. And then you say you look for the fair value, you look at level 1, you look at the market prices for identical assets. And if that's not possible, you use level 2, market prices for similar, not identical, similar. Using as many observable from a market inputs as possible. So I think, you'd write all that down, loads of marks there, and then you'd say, therefore, we're going to have to use level 2 because properties aren't identical, okay? And then you say, we're still not entirely sure which figure to use. Are we going to use 20 or 25? Well, probably 25, aren't we? Because that is the highest or best use. So you'd say 25 needs to increase by 11.5, and that 11.5 goes to a revaluation reserve. That's where it goes. It doesn't go to the P&L yet. It becomes an investment property at 25. So that's one of the things. So you look at that. We've easily got the 8 marks. But you could then, and I would always suggest you do this, the planning authorities approved the land and building, blah, blah, blah. They ceased using it. So you say, right, cease using. You could mention that is the time where it has to be an investment property. They converted the property to an industrial unit. Okay, and so that's a change of use. So you could put that in as well. What I'm saying is use the scenario Even if you're not quite sure why you're using it, I would write all those down and try and fit it in somewhere, and that's how you get your marks.